Not Worth the Time with Wade Taylor. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Not Worth the Time. We're here. We're doing it. It's been another great 2 weeks, and I hope you guys have been enjoying the start to your November. Oh, man. You want me to be like every other person in your office right now? Can you believe it's November? Can't believe Thanksgiving's around the corner. By the way, are you taking Black Friday off? Because if you're not, I'd love to sneak in and just dump all my work onto you. Oh, don't you love the PTO talk? Oh, the PTO talk around this time of year is the best, isn't it? Just people coordinating. This is the time of year, okay? Which is weird. If you want to use your PTO and you work in the corporate world, use it any other time of the year besides this. Unless you just really love your family. If you really love your family, I guess you got to get in that fucking Thunderdome arena of submitting your PTO approval. Submitting PTO for the holiday season is like trying to get a Taylor Swift ticket off the Ticketmaster website right now, okay? You better have buku bucks, and in corporate talk, you might as well have just been kissing ass all year. You know, you're getting the Bitcoin of the fucking corporate world, which is just kissing your boss's ass in order to get that number one spot and get that first round pick of that, okay? You trying to get a new pair of Jordans dropping if you're trying to get Black Friday or Christmas Eve off. You know what I mean? Like, it's a tough sell to get those. That's why if you don't have to hang out with your family or you don't want to or whatever, vacation days, use them up, dude. Dude, I'm telling you. Beginning of the year, that's when you want to use them. January, like February, beginning of February to like March, go anywhere else. You know what I mean? And I get it. Wade, there's not good seasons in certain places I'd like to travel. Who gives a fuck, dude? You're going to go somewhere. I'm from the Midwest, okay? I'm trying to go somewhere warm. I'm going to Phoenix. I'm going to Phoenix. I'll go to Florida. If I want to go to Australia, it's the off-season Australia. Don't care. Just go, dude. It's going to be way better. It's not during tourist season, man. Like, you know how fun it is to go to a place when it's the off-season of tourism? That's awesome. You're going to show up. You're going to get the real version of the locals, the real version of the bartenders and waitresses and stuff, because they're going to be like, oh, I've never seen you guys around here before. You're not one of the locals. What brings you to town? Oh, we're here on vacation. They're going to be like, what? You're here on vacation? Vacation time isn't starting for us until, July. Why would you be here now? Oh, we just wanted to check it out. It's time. And they're going to think you're so cool for doing that. And they're going to tourism's their big money maker, right? It's the off season. Ooh, they can't let you talk shit about out their place. That's where all their buku bucks come in. So they're going to find ways to make sure you have fun. Going to the off season of a vacation spot, underrated, I'm telling you. Saving them for the holiday season. And half the time I just hear people bitching about wanting to go to hang out with their families anyway, Fuck it. Just use all those vacation days. I don't use them right away at the beginning of the year. You still got to ration some. You got to have a couple of those burnout days, those days when you can just be like, I'm taking Thursday, Friday off. I'm going to go play golf instead of being in this hellhole of an office. I'm going to go get angry specifically at myself for 48 hours at a golf course that I have no business playing because the difficulty of it is way above my handicap. And I'm just going to scream at myself and give myself the business the way I give Sandra at the office hell about not doing the spreadsheet right and changing the fucking formula. Except in this case, the formula is my fucking swing. Yeah, so welcome to the holiday seasons, everybody. I hope you all are enjoying them. We just had a big holiday event in the town next to us. Hy-Vee is the big gas station. They do have gas stations now. They have everything. They're trying to slowly morph into a Walmart. That's what Hy-Vee's trying to do. They don't want to tell you they're trying to do that, but they're trying. The store that they built in the town I live next to is a gigantic new one. I think it was like kind of the model of what they're going to build going forward. And to begin with, they had like a shoe department. They had a nail salon, I believe, in there, one, maybe a hair place at one point too. They also have a giant store that has the local high school merch and the colleges here in Iowa merch, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't seem like, oh, you're like, wait, that doesn't seem like that much. That seems pretty like yeah, that's tiptoeing towards Walmart status, okay? Walmart didn't start like how they are now. They didn't start into a one-stop shop for everything. They turned into that once they realized if they put a Walmart in every rural town and did this, they could literally shut down every type of local business, not just the grocery stores and maybe some clothing departments in your local clothing store. No, now we're going to take out the nail salons. Jennifer's down the street, gone, okay? You're not going to get the local gossip anymore because somehow we have people who aren't from here, aren't from the local town, in there doing your nails now. We have outsiders giving you outside gossip. And you got your hair place, you got glasses in there. It's heading that way, dude. They got the pharmacy already in Hy-Vee. It's happening. But now they're doing the thing they do every year now at the one. They have a nice little like a taste and test thing that they do where you come in, they have all these vendors come in, local businesses, local breweries, snack places, and everybody's kind of out there giving out samples of their products. And the majority of it is like you come in, what's the one problem you have when you come into a grocery store, right? You come into a grocery store, you see something on the shelf. It's something new, but it costs like $8, and you're like, man, I don't know about that. Like, I'm not gonna spend $8 to try something I've never had before. That sounds fiscally irresponsible, and maybe I won't like it. So you go ahead and you pass on it. And by doing this, they have all these local things, right? Like there's places that have local cheeses, local beers, all that stuff. And because you've never tried it before, now they can come in, give you samples, and then hopefully translate you to buy it. That's the whole point of these things, right? But then you got people like me and my girlfriend who are coming because we're going to get free shit. That's the craziest part about this thing, because at first it starts off like, oh, yeah, taste samples, whatever. Dude, they're giving out so much free shit. We have snacks for the next month that we just got from this place. They were giving away whole boxes of Flintstone Fruity Pebble treats, dude, like breakfast bars. I have 2 full boxes. I got 3 full things of bacon that they gave me. I got free jugs of sweet tea. Jugs, people, not bottles, jugs. And and I got multiple of all of these. And this is where my ego kind of gets hurt in this whole aspect, because it's nice to get free stuff. The problem is I know it's not because I'm a good-looking person. I'm not getting multiple 3 things. Like, people aren't going, man, you're a handsome motherfucker. You know what? 2 jugs of sweet tea. 2 jugs of sweet tea for this handsome devil over here, You looking good. You turning heads in this Hy-Vee, son. You handsome devil, have some fucking extra thick bacon on us. Nobody's doing that for me, okay? I know I'm not hot enough for that, okay? Never had anybody give me anything for free because I look good. It just never happened to me, okay? I know where I'm at on the totem pole. What this makes, there's only one other conclusion, which is kind of hurts even worse, is I have NPC face. I look like every other Midwestern dude in this store. Just a bearded dude wearing a trucker hat and, some kind of beer memorabilia. That's what I was wearing. I was literally wearing my High Life shirt. That's not a High Life shirt. It says Golf High Life. That's just beer merch still. I don't care that it doesn't say High Life on it. I look like every other Midwesterner, and I just am. I've accepted it. I know what I have a forgettable face. You scroll past this on a YouTube thumbnail. You see my face and you go, oh, I've seen 3,000 of that exact carbon copy, and scroll past it. Like, I know. I've been there, dude. But you know what? I'm going to use that superpower to my advantage when I go to get free shit, okay? I got almost a whole case of Monster because I kept going by the Monster venue thing and getting multiple Monsters. Okay, walk out with half a case of Monster, not half a box, half a case, dude. That's a good haul. Okay, Monsters are $4 a pop at a gas station. Okay, I got like $20 worth of Monster for free that night. Okay, let's fucking go. That's what's up. And tried a bunch of new holiday beers. The holiday season is upon us. It is upon us hard. When you go to every department store right now, they're playing their Christmas music. They already got all the Christmas decorations out, which is a beef I wanted to bring up to you guys. I recently went to Target. Girlfriends love Target, right? The girlfriends love them. They love going to Target, scoping out all the nice new stuff they got at Target. Now, here's the thing that I've noticed recently about Target. My girlfriend loves throw pillows. All women love throw pillows for some reason, okay? Unless you're a single dude, then you can't have throw pillows at your place. If you have throw pillows at your place as a single dude, get them out of there. Okay? Because if you bring women back, they're going to think a woman lives there, okay? It throws off the scent. You can't have nice things. If you're a dude, you can't have nice stuff before you meet a lady, okay? It throws them off, okay? They think something's up. They think they're a side piece at that point, okay? Can't have throw pillows as a single dude. But now I can enjoy having throw pillows as a man in a committed relationship with a living girlfriend. It's great, So we're looking at the new throw pillows for the holiday season. And here's the thing about throw pillows and just design in general, right? Font is what carries everything. Now, I have buddies in comedy who are all graphic designers. They know design. They know fonts. They know the specific names of most fonts. If you just, show them a font, they could tell you what it is. I don't understand the design of fonts, right? I don't understand what makes a good font, what's an eye-catching one. I do, on the other hand, how I base my fonts on pillows or just any post or anything. When I read a font, I hear it. Fonts have their own sound to me. I don't see the design. I hear the sound of them. I'll give you examples I have pulled up here. Like this one right here. All is calm. That's how I read that. That's what that font and obviously the message on the pillow. All is calm. Just very, very breathy sounding, whimsical. All is calm. It's good ASMR right there. I just put some people to sleep 3 times right in the ear. Woo! Some people just passed out, okay? So, you get that example. And then you got this one. Merry Christmas. This is more whimsical, kind of happy. It's kind of blowing through the wind. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. That's what you hear when I see that. Okay, that's the sound. That's the voice given to this pillow. And then me and my girlfriend, when we were at Target today, I saw this pillow. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. This is a pillow designed by Krampus. And the dark Sith Lord, okay? Yes, let the cheer flow through you. This pillow font looks evil. There's nothing about this that makes me go, man, I'm glad our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ was born on this day. And now we got a fat man sliding down the chimney to bring us gifts in his honor. There's nothing about this. This Merry Christmas. Good. Now that the Son of God has been born, we can mutilate him on the cross. That's what this vibe of this pillow is. Who's buying this one to think it is a good idea? And this is from Hearth and Hand, too. This is, I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know. I'm guessing by this. I should know that little logo, if that is or not, based off of how much of that Hearth and Hand shit is in our house. Our house is designed by Target, I swear. But that is an evil-looking pillow. That's how my brain works, everybody. My brain works exactly like that. I see a pillow, and I go with a font. I see font, and I give it a voice right away. think about like the Skechers logo. You ever seen like a Skechers thing? I read that it's like Skechers. So like it's fast at the end. It's like because they're zooming Skechers. Like that's what I see, and that's probably what they're trying to go for. I just like to give it a fun voice, and that's why I read everything in a weird voice anytime I do them, except when I do like the articles on this podcast. But that's yeah, isn't that fun? Next time you're reading font, guys, just give it a voice. You can give everything a voice, dude. It's the best time. It's the best way to just fuck around and have fun. Okay? I'm always screwing around in department stores that way, dude. It's so fun. Try it next time you're out with your girlfriend or your boyfriend and you're out shopping. Just look at a font and then say, doesn't this font sounds like this, and that's what you say. That's how you say it, because they're going to be thrown off. That's the problem. You have to establish this. It's going to take a little bit to establish the fonts have sound theory. But once you do, it's a fun game to play with people. But fonts have sound. Everybody, tell me what font you like and what you think it sounds like in the comments. Give me a name of a font and word. And next time, I'll just type a phrase. We'll get a phrase, and here's what we'll do. Call to action, everybody. In the comments, if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're not watching this on YouTube, go to Comic Wade Taylor on YouTube, like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Find a name of a font in Microsoft Word. Give me a phrase that you want in that font, and I'll make a document and I'll read it what I think that font sounds like. Okay? Perfect. I love this. This will be so fun. If people do this, actually, it'll be such a great episode. So check that out. Leave a comment. Put your font that you want it in, and then the phrase you want said. Keep it a little tasteful. I'm okay with some vulgarity in the comment, but let's at least make it so I'm not saying slurs, okay? Anyway, with that being said, I think it's time to hop into our article we found this week. I found something back on our favorite website, New Scientist. This one is going to be a lot of fun, I think. This one, I don't even really have a way to announce this, so we're just going to jump right into it. It's chimps do better at difficult tasks when they have an audience. Now that's crazy, because I recently have been talking about this with people in my life and stuff about performing under pressure. And I've recently really had this like epiphany, and it's not an epiphany, it's just like this hardcore stance, and maybe I'm wrong. But people who say they only perform under pressure. Not that they perform well under pressure. That's a different thing. If you say you perform well under pressure, totally understandable. But that means you're still trying in the other arenas of effort, right? You're doing other stuff. But if you're just like, I only perform well under pressure, you don't just perform well under pressure. You're lazy. I think you're a lazy person, and because your definition of well under pressure is only because you only perform under pressure. You don't try to prepare yourself and get ready ahead of schedule. Because anybody who's good at, like, at an elite level, good at anything, they put preparation in what they do. There's some form of preparation that's led them to become that good, and then they're just kind of ready in those situations. You can't just perform well under pressure. You only think you do because that's your only attempt at that moment, right? Is when you have to do it. So, of course, you have nothing well. And you're like, well, I perform well. Well, you have nothing to compare it to because you didn't prepare or try it in a situation where you're not under the gun. So I just think people like that are inherently kind of lazy, is my opinion. If you're like, I only perform well under pressure. Like, I can only get the best results out of me if I'm under pressure. Well, you're a fucking lazy liar, in my opinion, because you could probably do way better if you just put some time and effort into it. Anyway, so apparently some of these chimps are doing well under when they have an audience, which isn't technically pressure. Sometimes you just want to show off, showboating to fucking where it's at. And it sucks when you do something cool and nobody's around to see it, okay? Everybody, it's a meme online, dude, especially with golfers. I play by myself all the time when I play golf. It's a fear on a par 3 to accidentally hit a hole-in-one while nobody's around to witness it. It would suck so hard to have it happen, but it could. It's happened to people. It's definitely happened to people. Or they're lying. Nobody knows. See, that's why you just might as well just never tell anybody. Just you keep that one here. All right. An analysis of thousands of cognitive tests carried out by chimpanzees find that the number of spectators influences their performance in different ways depending on the difficulty of the task. The pressure of a watching audience can have positive or negative effects on human performance, and it turns out it's the same is true of our closest relatives. Christian Lin of Kyoto, Japan, University, Japan, and his colleagues test a group of 6 chimpanzees housed at the university's Primate Research Institute on these 3 numerical traits with varying difficulties. In the first task, numbers 1 through 5 appear on the screen in a random location, and the chimp simply had to touch the numbers in the correct order to get a food reward. The second task is the numbers were adjacent. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 15 might appear on the screen. Again, the chimp had to press them. Press a number in the smallest to largest in order to receive a reward. Finally, the hardest test, the first number in the sequence was pressed. The rest of the numbers were hidden behind sequential squares on the screen. This meant the chimp had to memorize the location of the numbers in order to press them in the correct order. What the hell? No, it said this was free. No. Well, guys, I just got blue balled, didn't I? Oh, that sucks. Oh, man. They said it was supposed to be free. I thought this was a free one. I guess it was only free for fucking 10 seconds. That fucking sucks. What the hell, man? Oh, I wanted to learn more about monkeys. Or not monkeys, chimps. Chimps and monkeys are a different thing. I wanted to learn about the chimps being able to memorize and get better stuff. Okay, well, they perform better apparently under an audience is what this guy was saying. And I find that very interesting that they, like, as they get audience, they wanted to show off. And I have no idea. And since I can't, sit here and read the article, this was my thought process before I pulled this up and tried to read it. What I figured that is I know humans are social creatures, but I believe chimps, from what the very, very rudimentary knowledge I have on it, are super social creatures. They're almost never by themselves. It's in like the chimp's gonna go like off and die if it's by itself and not by. They're going into the woods the distance itself of death. Or some, they are always around and kind of in their groups. And so when they're performing difficult tasks, they need that encouragement almost probably. So being isolated, there's no pressure probably to do better. Like when they're sitting there taking this test by themselves, right? And they're not doing well because it doesn't matter. They're not showing anybody. They're just like, I wonder if I can do this. It's like, you ever been fucking around like a pen and there's a cup on the ground and you're just trying to throw the pen in the cup on the ground or whatever, but nobody's around with you? So you're not really trying. You're just kind of like flipping it at it. You're just like, whatever. I don't care. You're just kind of you don't care. You're not trying, right? But then like you get one of your buddies there and you both got pens. And then you start like trying to flip it in. And you're like, oh, it kind of turns into a competition, right? Like you want to, you're like, you fucking see that? Oh, I got real close. I hit the rim of the cup that time. You're trying a little more. Then you get like 4 or 5 of your buddies and you're all trying to take turns and you're trying to perform and win at that point. Now I get that that's competition, which is a little different, but you can't tell me there's at least some kind of competition aspect driving the chimps to want to perform better when people are watching, because they'd be like, look how fucking smart I am, dude. We all do that. We are all in a constant battle to try to show how smart we are to the world. So why would the chimps be doing anything there? Go on Reddit, go on Instagram, go on YouTube. Just go to the comment section right now, and you'll find people trying to one-up each other to be like, look how fucking smart I am right now, dude. And that's exactly what we're doing. That's why I think they probably do better on when just doing it with a group watching them. It's just the want to have the approval and the like, holy shit, they'll have these people checking me out. I'm doing fucking awesome right now. And that's where I think it is. I don't so that without being able to read the rest of the study, I don't know if my thought at the beginning was right, but you know what? I think it sounds pretty good, doesn't it? It does sound pretty good. But you know what sounds even better, guys? The great stuff over at punninggame.com. That's right, everybody. Hop on over to punninggame.com, where you can find this show, Not Worth the Time, every other Monday. You can find this show where I'm posting it. And then also, while you're over there, if you were checking that out just for this show, and you were like, man, I wish there was more stuff, or I could hear Wade talk weekly. Well, you can on my other show, Who Gives a F, with my older brother Nathan. That comes out every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we're putting out a new episode of Who Gives a F, where we're just catching up on cultural stuff, talking shit, talking about how bad the Niners and the Cowboys suck a lot right now during the football season. That's what we've been doing, baby. And then we're also just talking about fun stories and shit we've done. So if you're looking for something more conversational like that, go check out Who Gives a F. That's every Wednesday. And then on punninggame.com, you can also find the back catalog of a bunch of different shows we've had on the website over the years. We got thousands of hours of log content up there, so go check all that stuff. And guys, if you, like I said earlier, if you want to watch this show, head over to youtube.com and search Comic Wade Taylor, where you can find the video versions of this podcast. You can find the video versions of Who Gives a F, and then the big thing over there, guys, that's where all my stand-up comedy is. I do stand-up comedy. If you're new to the channel, which there are a bunch of new people new to the channel on the YouTubes. Hello, people. Thank you for checking out the content. That's where I house all of my stand-up comedy that I've been putting out. So you can go check that out. I have a half hour up there, Wild Horses. You can check that out there. So like and subscribe over there on the YouTube channel. Thank you for everybody who's been subscribing. Up to 182 subscribers as of this point of recording. Can't thank you guys enough. That means a lot. If I could sell out a room with 180 people, I'd be so stoked. So people paying attention to just my dumb stuff online, really appreciate it. Can't tell you enough how much I appreciate that. So check that out. And then also, guys, if you want to support the show, you want to throw a couple bucks, we don't want to do donations. We also want you guys to get something where we also get a few dollars. And that's where we have the Punning Game shop, where you can get t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, all sorts of cool stuff to represent your favorite shows here at punninggame.com. So you can go over there and buy you something. We have the prices marked down as cheap as possible for you guys to get it at a good price. I hate expensive hoodies. I hate when people charge way too much for merch. It bothers me. So I did the best we could for our website, where we get like $3 or $4 a hoodie on hoodies, and I think it's like $2 or $3 on shirts. We did that because we hate expensive merch, and we wanted you guys to have be able to get something and then give us a few bucks to support the website. So head over to the Punning Game shop. That's on punninggame.com. Like I said, t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, all sorts of cool stuff to represent your favorite shows here at punninggame.com. And then don't forget to use the promo code NWTPOD. That's NWT Pod, and that gets you free shipping at checkout. So go check that out. Guys, this has been Not Worth the Time. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do.